In the labyrinthine streets of West Kingston, a name once echoed with both fear and reverence: Christopher "Dudas" Coke. He was more than a gang leader. He was a shadow king, presiding over a vast criminal empire. His story is a complex tapestry woven with power, poverty, and a desperate struggle for control. Coke inherited a legacy of power from his father, Lester Lloyd Coke, also known as Jim Brown. Jim Brown was the original leader of the notorious Shower Posse, a gang with deep roots in Jamaica and international drug trafficking. This inheritance placed Dudas at the helm of a formidable organization. By the early 2000s, Dudas Coke had consolidated his power. He had become the undisputed leader of the Shower Posse after the death of his father. His influence extended far beyond the confines of his stronghold, Tivoli Gardens. He commanded loyalty through a unique blend of intimidation and community welfare. Tivoli Gardens was not merely a neighborhood. It was Christopher Coke's kingdom. Here, he was the ultimate authority, providing services that the state often failed to deliver. He built schools, offered employment, and resolved disputes, earning him the unwavering devotion of many residents. For the people of Tivoli, Dudas was a benefactor, a protector against a neglectful government. He was seen as a figure of justice, albeit one operating outside the conventional legal framework. This perception made him an almost untouchable figure within his domain. The Shower Posse, under Coke's leadership, controlled a significant portion of Jamaica's illicit drug trade. Their reach extended to the United States, particularly the East Coast, where they trafficked cocaine and marijuana. This international network fueled his power and wealth. Many residents viewed Christopher Coke as a benevolent leader, a man who cared for his community. They spoke of his generosity, his ability to maintain order, and his commitment to their well-being. This perspective often clashed with the official narrative of him as a ruthless criminal. One resident once remarked, "He was the one who made sure our children went to school, that we had food on our tables." This sentiment highlights the profound impact he had on the daily lives of those under his sway. His authority was deeply personal and paternalistic. However, beneath this veneer of community leadership lay a brutal reality. Those who defied Coke or his organization faced severe consequences. His rule was enforced through violence and intimidation, ensuring absolute compliance within his territory. The United States had long sought Christopher Coke for drug and firearms trafficking charges. In 2009, an official extradition request was issued, marking a critical turning point in his reign. This request ignited a diplomatic firestorm between Jamaica and the US. The Jamaican government, led by Prime Minister Bruce Golding, initially resisted the extradition. Golding's political party, the Jamaica Labour Party, allegedly had strong ties to Tivoli Gardens and Coke. This resistance fueled accusations of political protection and corruption. The delay in honoring the extradition request strained relations with the United States. It painted Jamaica as a nation unwilling to cooperate in the fight against international crime. The pressure mounted, both domestically and internationally, for Coke's surrender. In May 2010, after months of political deadlock, the Jamaican government finally authorized Coke's extradition. This decision triggered an immediate and violent response from his loyalists in Tivoli Gardens. They erected barricades and prepared for battle. What followed was a 4-day siege as Jamaican security forces, supported by the military, moved into Tivoli Gardens. The objective was to apprehend Coke and dismantle his criminal network. The operation quickly escalated into a full-scale urban conflict. The streets of Tivoli became a war zone. Gunfire echoed through the narrow alleys, and smoke billowed from burning buildings. Residents were caught in the crossfire, enduring immense suffering and loss. The human cost of the incursion was devastating. Official reports stated that over 70 persons were killed during the operation, though human rights groups claimed the number was much higher. The incursion exposed the deep divisions within Jamaican society and the brutal realities of state power. It was a moment of national trauma. Despite the massive operation, Coke initially evaded capture. He remained at large for weeks, sparking a nationwide manhunt. His escape fueled speculation about his network of protectors and his ability to disappear within the country. He was eventually apprehended, disguised as a woman, while attempting to flee the capital. His capture marked the end of an era for Tivoli Gardens and a significant victory for law enforcement. The Shadow King had finally fallen. Coke was swiftly extradited to the United States to face justice. In August 2011, he pleaded guilty to racketeering conspiracy and conspiracy to commit assault in aid of racketeering. He admitted to leading the Shower Posse and engaging in drug trafficking. In June 2012, Christopher Coke was sentenced to 23 years in federal prison. The judge emphasized the extensive violence and harm caused by his criminal enterprise. His conviction sent a clear message about the reach of international law. The story of Christopher Judas Coke is a stark reminder of the complex interplay between poverty, power, and politics. It highlights how charismatic figures can emerge in neglected communities, offering a perverse form of governance. His reign exposed the vulnerabilities within Jamaica's political and social structures. While his criminal empire was dismantled, the underlying issues that allowed him to flourish persist. The struggle for economic opportunity and effective governance continues in many parts of Jamaica. The legacy of Christopher Coke serves as a cautionary tale. His downfall marked a pivotal moment in Jamaica's history, forcing a confrontation with the deep-seated issues of gang violence and political patronage. The Shadow King may be gone, but the questions his reign raised continue to resonate.